How's it going? Good. Thanks for asking.
I was told, Josh, I can't call you J.A. because the real J.A. got copyrights over at James, actually. It's a real J.A. He got it copywritten already.
That's fine. You got it.
Josh, this team that you're playing on Monday has kind of been a bit of a thorn in the side of you guys last couple of years. From your perspective, what have they made things difficult for you guys to do on offense?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at who they have on their roster, they're as good as anybody in the league. And their interior D-line, with Simmons, they got Dupree on the edge. They started off really well. Their safeties move in unison. One of the better safety duos in the league. So they make it very difficult in their zone coverages in terms of disguising and just showing one hand and doing the other. So for us, going out there and executing, me making my decision, being decisive with it and living with it, going back and looking at the film from last year, too many times just my eyes are in the wrong spots, and I can help clean that up again just with eyes and ball placement, allowing our guys to catch and go. But again, they're as tough as anybody. They've given us problems, like you said, for the last couple of years, and we all know what happened last week. And they're going to be a motivated team coming into our stadium Monday night, so we got to be ready for that.
Change year to year, Josh, obviously, but does that familiarity maybe help you a little bit in preparation?
I'd say a little bit, but again, every Sunday's different. Every Monday's different. I know we're playing Monday night, but every game, has different situations in it, and you have to be prepared to make adjustments and go with the flow. So, on top of that, they've got one of the best coaches in the league, in Vrabel, and he does a lot of good things. And again, he's going to have them extremely motivated here. So we got to be ready for whatever punch they throw out our way, and try to put our best foot forward.
Josh, you're watching the film from last year. Did you wince or stop before you got to that fourth down play?
What fourth down play? I'm just kidding.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Right. But
We don't need to watch that one. We had our opportunities. Again, that was last year, and it's going to be completely different this year. Who knows what happens, how we play, how they play. Ultimately, we'll find out Monday night. But again, we're doing everything we can to prepare for the best versions of themselves coming here Monday night. We know what type of team and caliber team they are. They've been in the playoffs for the last numerous years. And again, they're extremely well coached. They got some really, really good players on that side of the ball. We know what they are on the offensive side, so points are at a premium this week, and yeah.
Josh, going basically to your fifth year, lightly season, but you've seen just about every defensive look you could possibly see, on this level. How has that made you more efficient in games?
Again, I think just with repetition, understanding how teams are trying to play me, and it seems like every week there's some sort of new wrinkle or new challenge that I'm seeing. So just being prepared and trusting the rules within our offense, trusting the 10 guys on the field with me, and like I said, just being as decisive as possible. And I think at times last year I wasn't quite that. Running out of a clean pocket, trying to force a ball somewhere where it shouldn't be. So again, just being on time with my footwork, ball placement, again, where it needs to be, and just being decisive with the football.
The Titans are a well-coached team. Like, what does that mean to you? Like, when you see a team on tape, you go, what does that mean?
Well, they're very disciplined. On defense, they do so many different things and throw so many different looks at you. And they're not bringing 5 a lot. They're bringing 4, but they're dropping an end. They're playing some change pressure behind it, so it messes with your rules in terms of blocking scheme, getting guys one-on-one, getting guys free. So again, just being, very detailed in film work, understanding what they can and can't do, within certain looks. But again, guys that are they're taught the right things in football. Coach Vrabel can motivate those guys to, really play at a higher level. So, and I'm assuming that's what it's going to be Monday night. Again, it's Monday night, and coming off, a game that they just had, they're going to be ticked off.
A couple times the game they just had. Did you watch that live either to see what they were doing, or on the flip side to see what Eagle was doing?
Yeah, I did get to watch a little bit of it. It was on Red Zone. I had Red Zone on, so it really wasn't on the national broadcast. But just every highlight that I can watch, obviously I was following along with my phone as well, just trying to, again, I'm rooting Dave's on. I love that guy. So I'm very happy for him to get his first win the way they did. It was awesome, and shows who Coach Dable is. So that was pretty fun. But I wish I could have saw it completely live. But we have the all 22 that we've been watching, and again this defense presents a lot of different challenges that we got to be ready for. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Are there, given the rapport you've developed with Stefon, right, almost from the beginning, are we seeing even more layers to it? After the way you guys connected on Thursday night.
I mean, I definitely think we're still working on things. We're still, I can say you can say we're still developing, just in terms of body language, ball placement, knowing where he wants the ball, him knowing where I want to throw the ball. So I think really just comes down to body language. The best receivers in the league give great body language. They give great eyes. And what Steph does, I think better than anybody in the league, his hands. How late he can keep his hands like in a full sprint, look back, see the ball coming in, and extend his arms as late as possible. Whether it's in front of him, back shoulder ball, he's a master at his craft, and I'm very fortunate that I get to play with a guy of his caliber because he's making everybody on our team better. You see him on the sidelines being very vocal, and excited. So he brings a lot of juice to our football team.
We talked a lot about your kind of new relationship with Ken Dorsey and him being up in the booth. What's it been like, though, with Joe Brady having a new person actually sitting next to you down on the sideline?
Yeah, JB's been great in meetings, showing us what we need to see, talking through different concepts, different reads. He's got a lot of experience at a lot of well-known places, whether it be college or NFL. He's been with a lot of different quarterbacks. So the knowledge that he has, it's very valuable. And for him to, like I said, be here, I'm very fortunate to have him here. A guy with his talent and his caliber of, mind. Not too often, do quarterbacks get to step in from one great quarterback coach to another that's been an OC in this league, that knows what he's talking about. And he's still very young. He's still learning things too. And we've been able to feed off each other, and it's been, a great rapport so far. And I'm looking forward to how that relationship develops.
How does that flow of information go when you're on the sideline? Does it go from you to Brady to Ken?
Yeah.
How does that?
No, it's me talking to Joe, and Joe, talking to Dabes, and vice versa. Unless Dorsey wants to talk to me on the phone, which didn't happen this last game. But Joe's doing a great job of relaying information, sitting us down, going through the tablets together, and trying to decipher a plan.
Being more decisive with the ball. Is that, you think, reflected in your completion percentage from last week, that decisiveness that you're shooting for?
Yeah, I definitely think you can say that. Just in terms of it being quick, we know what type of front the Rams had. So early on, just trying to get the ball out of my hands, allow our guys to make some plays, and find a way to take some shots later in the game. That's really all it was. And Coach Dorsey kept calling them. I just kept firing them, and our guys kept catching them. So that's really all it was, just being smart with the football. And you saw what our guys can do after the catch. It was fun to watch.
Level of patience to build that, to say we're going to take these quick throws, these quick hitters, and it's going to turn into something more later in the game.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the essence of football and what everybody tries to do. A lot of defenses will say we're going to keep doing this until he gets picky and greedy and wants to throw in over the middle or something like that. So to have that wherewithal and understanding of, like, I'm just going to keep taking this underneath stuff and being okay with whatever the stat line is at the end of the game. Ultimately, as long as it ends in a W, that's all I care about.
I don't know Roger Saffold more. What have your impressions been of him?
No, he's awesome. I love Roger. He gets a lot of my humor. He's a big movie quote guy, which I absolutely love. Him and DQ are both big movie quote guys. So, step one, I mean, that's up here in my book. So that's really all you need to know about him. He's the best.
Criticism is the right word. I guess if there was a concern coming out of that game on Thursday night, it's you running with the football and exposing yourself at times to injury, maybe when you didn't necessarily have to. I'll just ask you directly. I mean, do you feel you're being as careful as you need to be, acknowledging how much a part of your game it is and a part of the offense?
Yeah.
With protecting yourself, or do you need to be better?
I mean, I think I could be better in that aspect, but given the circumstances of what it was, understanding the flow of the game, I do things sometimes that are necessary in my eyes to help our team win a football game. That's all it is. But at the end of the day, availability is the best ability. So just understanding that and getting down and not taking too many hits. Obviously, that's year in and year out. Going in, that's yeah.
Why was the operation so smooth in your first game with Ken? I mean, there were no delay of games. I don't even think, from my vantage point, you didn't come close to anything like that. You guys seemed like all those personnel packages, you were getting everything in and out quick.
Yeah, I think a lot of it has to do with the preparation that we had during the week, trusting and understanding the game plan, what Dorsey was wanting to call going into the game, and him sticking to, what he prepared so hard for. And I think it was just a product of that, just somebody who was extremely prepared and didn't panic in situations. I mean, that third down efficiency, you're not going to always be that efficient in third down, and we know that, but for him to get the call in quick, trust me and my ability to go up and maybe change something at the line of scrimmage and just let us play football, it was very fun.
Over your time with Sean, what do you think makes him, has stood out to you the most over the years, and what makes him a good coach?
Yeah, I think his coaching style, he's changed as a coach. It was really cool. I messaged him about a week ago just saying how much I appreciate him and love him and how he's handled the situation here and allowing guys to be guys. Early on it was setting that foundation and that standard, and really trying to put us on the trajectory of where we wanted to be, and that's the playoff caliber mindset. Once he kind of implanted his guys and we're able to kind of, I wouldn't say just take the reins, I guess, a little bit and let the players lead. He's been so awesome in that aspect, and again, just the changes in how we meet and how we talk to each other, it's all starts from him, but the trust that he has in us, it's infectious, and the guys really appreciate it.
4 or 5 of your throws, completions to Stefon, or with Jalen Ramsey somewhat in coverage. Did you take that knowing that it was Jalen Ramsey and knowing that there's a bit of a history there? Was there something to that and not being fearful of attacking their best corner?
No, not at all. It's my job to throw the ball to really whoever's open, and it just turned out that way. And again, it's our guys getting open. The game plan that we had with Coach Dorsey, scripting up plays to get our guys open, and again, just ultimately just trying to deliver the ball to them. We protected very well. Our guys ran good routes, and you saw what happens when that happens, when we execute at a high level. And didn't matter who was out there. I was just trying to find the open guy, and that was just kind of the product of it.
After Thursday night's victory, Jalen Ramsey went on and basically gave you your flowers. He went on to say that your growth was crazy, and he was even in awe to see you flick a 50-yarder on him. He talked about how your growth and your development, Bill pretty much hit on that, you being a quarterback from a non-Power 5 conference. So what are your thoughts on that as proving another person wrong in your
Yeah, to hear praise from a guy that's so respected in this league, obviously it doesn't mean nothing, but at the end of the day, again, I'm just trying to be the best quarterback that I can be for the Bills and the best teammate that I can be for the other 52 guys in this locker room. So whatever that may be, handing the ball off 100 times, throwing 100 times, just trying to help this team win football games.
What do you expect the atmosphere to be like on Monday night?
It's going to be crazy. Half day at school, that's how you create some Bills fans right there. You get out of school, I hope they love the Bills. So we'll need everybody here and screaming as loud as they can and trying to help us out on third down when our defense is on the field. And, go Bills.